Hello there, skincare newbies. You're welcome to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for your support. And if you're just coming for the first time, hi, my name is Esther. Today we're going to be talking about skincare for beginners. We're starting at the basics. It's the second quarter of 2025 and it seems like you haven't got your skincare game together. This video is here for you. Ever stared at the endless shelves of cosmetics or scrolled on Instagram or different social media platforms and you have seen different products and you're wondering, where do I begin to start? Today, I'm going to walk you through a simple, effective, and affordable skincare routine. You'll learn about your skin, how to build a beginner-friendly routine, and how to choose products for your skin type. Before we dive in, don't forget to like this video and subscribe so that you can get the part 2 where I talk about enhancing your current and existing routine, and the part 3 where I tackle major skincare issues and how to use your skincare products to tackle. See, your skin is the largest organ of your body. It goes without saying that therefore you have to pay particular attention to your skin. For instance, your skin protects you from the outside elements, irrespective of whatever we see out there that looks like as if things can permeate and get through our body. Your skin is designed to actually prevent things from getting in. So let's talk about with say bacteria, viruses, different organisms, even things from the elements, pollution and water and all those things. It's difficult for those things to permeate our skin because our skin is there to protect us. You have your skin running right from your scalp all the way to the sole of your feet. And when you're talking about skincare, you're not just talking about your face, which is the commonest thing that we talk about. We're talking about taking care of your skin right from your scalp all the way to the soles of your feet. Your skin also regulates temperature and even tells you what is going on the inside of you. In the clinic, a lot of times when we see people that have skincare diseases or manifestations on the outside, sometimes they're actually a reflection of an internal disease that is going on. Some diseases, for instance, like diabetes, can manifest on the outside with skin manifestations. So it's so important for us to pay particular attention to what our skin is telling us. So let's quickly talk about skin types. We have, for broad classification's sake, realize that you are not necessarily to box yourself into a skincare category, but it may just help for you to find out where your skin type lies and help you in the selection of a product. And for you to be able to find out your skin type, it's best after you just cleanse your skin with just a normal regular cleanser and just wait about 30 minutes after cleansing to see what your skin does. If your skin is dry, is tight, it feels like it's trying to, beg for moisturizer and all that, it feels like it's cracking and all that, then you most probably have dry skin. If after washing and you leave your skin for about 30 minutes to an hour and you realize that you begin to have oiliness in your T-zones, that means your forehead, your nose, then that means you have combination skin. If you realize that you're shiny all over after that 30 minute to 1 hour frame, that means you have oily skin. So let's get into the step. Cleansing. You need to wash your face. Let's just agree here that we need to wash our face. Step 1, cleanser. Your skin collects dirt, grime, the pollution from the atmosphere, your sweat. And so it's very important that you cleanse your skin. It also lays the foundation of the rest of your skincare routine. So if you do not cleanse your skin, any other thing that you layer on your skin really doesn't stand that much of a chance to actually act on or get into your skin. So that's why cleansing is very important. When it comes to cleansing, the first thing you want to do is to wet the face. I know you've heard of oil cleansers and foaming cleansers or water-based cleansers. We're going to talk about oil cleansers in our part 2, where we broaden the scope of our skincare routine. Because this is a simple, beginner-friendly skincare routine, I'll just stick to the basics. When it comes to your water-based cleanser, you want to ensure that you have water on your face. Your face needs to be damped. Hello, it's water-based, right? So when you apply water on your face and you put the cleanser, you want to massage gently. So you're not just, splashing the water and then, applying this cleanser for a few seconds and then rub off. No, you want to from about 30 to 60 seconds. You don't have to time it, but it's important and essential for you to spend some time. The agitation of your fingers on your face will help the cleanser to actually dislodge the dirt, the grime, and every other thing that is on your skin, laying a good foundation that is bare for you to be able to put on the rest of your skincare. It's important at this point to not scrub your skin. It's not necessary to use flannels, to use anything that is harsh, try and get the cleanser that works for you. And one thing about cleansers is that it's so easy to determine which one works for you, because their results are immediate and instantaneous. And so because of that, once you cleanse your skin and you still feel a film on your skin, that cleanser hasn't worked well enough and probably time to get another one. I always advocate that you get a gentle cleanser. For all skin types, start with a gentle cleanser. You don't want something that is too harsh on your skin. You want something that just does the work of cleansing without stripping your skin. Stripping your skin meaning that it's taking off a lot of the oils that are already inherent in your own sebum, your own skin at the same time. You don't want a cleanser that dries you out. So if you're someone that has dry skin, yes, the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser, depending on how dry, so your skin is dry sensitive, the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser may be beneficial for you. If you're someone that likes that lotiony texture feel, no sudsiness to your skincare, yes, the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser may work for you. Or you may also prefer the La Roche-Posay Toleriane Hydrating Cleanser. A budget-friendly one that I've recently discovered is actually the Face Facts Hydrating Cleanser or the Revoil Hydrating Cleanser. Why I prefer these ones to the CeraVe is because even though it has this milky texture to it, it's gentle, it feels creamy. At the same time, it does not feel like you're applying conditioner or lotion to your skin. It just suds up a little bit, not necessarily as much as a foaming cleanser, but it suds up a little bit. And so I usually would reach for those ones compared to the hydrating cleanser. However, if you have very dry, sensitive skin, your skin is irritated, at this point in time, you want your skin to heal. It'd be good if you use something like the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser, which also has ceramides to help repair the skin barrier. So for oily skin or combination skin, when it comes to cleansers, you want to use a foaming cleanser. A foaming cleanser is a cleanser that has a bit more sudsy action, more foaming action, more bubbles in quote, compared to the hydrating cleanser. And it strips away more of the oil, it cuts through more of the oil than a hydrating cleanser would. And so an example would be the CeraVe foaming cleanser, which is also very good. I also particularly like the CeraVe foaming oil cleanser. It's also helpful. It looks counterproductive, but it's also very gentle, especially for people that have combination skin. So for people that have combination skin, if you find the foaming cleanser a bit too drying for your skin, you can go with the CeraVe foaming oil cleanser, which yes, does foam, but is still gentler than the direct foaming cleanser. Step 2, moisturizer. For a lot of people, they may consider moisturizing an optional step, but that's not true. You see, when you cleanse your skin, because your cleanser really cannot differentiate between the oils that are on the surface of your skin compared to your own skin sebum, sometimes you have some of that sebum stripped away by the cleansing process. And so you want to ensure that you restore some of this moisture and hydration back, because once you lose oil from your skin, then your skin is prone to having the moisture within it evaporate, leave your skin, your barrier also, the skin barrier is also compromised as well. So by moisturizing, you are returning the building blocks. For instance, in some moisturizers, you have ceramides, which will help, like the brick and mortar thing, to kind of restore the protective barrier that your skin has. And so that's why it's good to have a moisturizer in your step. No matter how light, no matter how thin the texture, a moisturizer is very, very essential in your skincare routine. So generally for lightweight options, for people that have oily skin, you want to look for things that have a gel texture. Mind you, it doesn't mean that because something has a gel texture, it's not also good for people that have dry skin. At the end of the day, it becomes a thing of personal preference and how you layer on your skincare or what other products you use after when selecting the moisturizer. But usually for people that have oily skin, you may feel, oh, I already have a lot of oil in my skin. Why am I, like I explained, your cleanser will still take excess oil off the surface of your skin and also even take from what you have existing in your skin, and you want to restore that. You want to look for a gel cleanser, something that is very light textured so that it sinks easily into the skin, it absorbs readily and doesn't leave an oily or greasy film on your skin. Usually for people that have dry skin, you want to look for something that is heavier because you want something that moisturizes your skin for longer time, in terms of your skin still feels moisturized hours after you've applied your cream on your skin. So for oily skin, when it comes to face moisturizers, there's the Jumisol moisturizing cream is fantastic. You also have the CeraVe moisturizing lotion. It is light in texture and so more favorable to people that have all skin types can use it, but oily skin may actually prefer this to the CeraVe moisturizing cream. For people that have dry skin, you have varied options. You can even use all these ones I've mentioned previously, but there's one cream that is so nice for people that have dry skin. You have the Ilion concentrate ceramide cream. You also have the La Roche-Posay Lipica AP Plus M Balm. That's a moisturizer is so fantastic. It may feel heavy for some people, but that's why you want to gauge the quantity of usage. So the point is that the cream that you use on your face does not necessarily have to be in a special small jar. It can actually be in a big bottle that you use all over your body, but if it works on your face as well, it's fine. One hack for you to notice that when applying your moisturizer, if possible, you can apply it on damp skin. So meaning when you step out of the bath and your skin is still damp, you pat your skin with your towel and you apply the moisturizer. You don't want to dry out your face completely. This will also still help to lock in some of that hydration and the moisture that is already existing on your skin from the bath. Step 3, sunscreen. You use sunscreen in the morning only. There are varied sunscreens out there. Trust me, you can get any sunscreen that will work for you. The most important thing about sunscreen is the one that you can afford, the one that you will use and use enough of, and that you'll be consistent with. Of course, there are different sunscreens depending on different skin needs. Like when you talk about hyperpigmentation, when you talk about oily skin, when you talk about dry skin and things like that. Especially for people that have dark skin tones, it can actually be stressful or hectic to actually get the sunscreen that suits their skin tone. I have an SPF or a sunscreen channel, so I'm going to put the link in the description box below where I test out a lot of sunscreen. So if you're a person of color or you're dark skinned or you have, you're blessed with melanin like myself, I try lots of sunscreens and I put my reviews there so that way you can select a sunscreen that will not give you a white cast. And of course, that will suit your needs. So if you're interested in that, please check the description box. I'll put the link to that channel below. Now, when it comes to dry skin for sunscreens, usually you want something that is, moisturizing. And I particularly like the Black Girl Sunscreen Kids. That one seems to be moisturizing. It's as creamy as the regular Black Girl Sunscreen SPF 30. But the kids version is SPF 50, that's added. And also doesn't leave as much shine as the Black Girl Sunscreen SPF 30. So that's why I prefer the kids version to the regular version. But either one of them is fine. For people that have oily skin, it seems like a lot of the Asian, the Japanese, Korean sunscreens seem to work better for people that have oily skin because these sunscreens are lighter. They feature newer and stable filters. And as such, you are not compromising so much, protection because you are trying to get a lighter textured sunscreen. For instance, recently I tried out the Cosrx Ultra Light sunscreen. I'll put that up. And I must say that this sunscreen is very good for people that have oily skin. I also tried the Urban Skin USRX moisturizing sunscreen. So it's moisturizer and sunscreen together, SPF 30. That one also is very light textured and is something that people with oily skin would like. It does contain some alcohol anyway, but if that doesn't bother you in any way, you might go with that. Remember when applying your sunscreen to make sure you liberally apply the sunscreen and make sure that you don't forget your ears and your neck as well. It's been helpful so far. Please don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps me to know which kind of videos you like or what kind of content you like and helps me to produce more of that. So at the end of this video, I'm just going to run through the skincare steps so that you know exactly what to do. But right now, let's take some Q&As, some commonly asked questions regarding beginner skincare routine. Do I need a toner or serum? If you will notice from this skincare routine that I've talked about, is the bare bones, the simple, the foundation. And the reason why is because sometime in your skincare journey, you might have experienced setbacks. If you've started with the foundational skincare, whatever it is that you're using at that time, you can stop and then return to this reset phase, which is the beginner and the foundation step. Usually a step that doesn't have any products that can irritate your skin, compromise your skincare barrier. And so you still have something to come back to. That's why it's essential you want to start with this step. At this point, you do not need a toner or a serum or any other extraneous skincare products. Just keep it simple and get used to it so that it's not appearing laborious or something you want to avoid. Don't worry, in the part 2 of this video, I'm going to be talking about toners, serums, and other things that you can add to your skincare routine. If you have acne, eczema, or other skincare conditions, yes, there are simple steps or simple routines that you can follow that will help you. And I'm going to be sharing more and more of those in this channel. Make sure you're subscribed and turn on the post notifications so that you will know when I post the videos like this. But the same rule still applies. Still start with a basic skincare routine. Whatever the skincare condition you have, starting with a basic skincare routine also helps you to be able to eliminate when it seems like something is going wrong, and you can quickly identify whatever products may be the offending agent and quickly remove it from your routine. Versus if you're using 10 products, you probably wouldn't know which one is the problematic one, and it becomes a Herculean task to be able to pinpoint which one is difficult, which one is actually the problem ingredient, or that you may be reacting to, or that may not be agreeing with your skin at that time. When it comes to the length of time to see results, it varies per individual, but usually a rule of thumb is to just wait about 4 to 6 weeks. Usually I say, because it takes time for the skin cells to turn over. When you say skin cell turnover, for the skin cells at the top layers of your skin to actually shed and for the newer ones to come up. That way, at least the effect of the skincare routine and what you have been doing will become more obvious as time progresses. And so you need to at least give it about 4 to 6 weeks before you start making any changes in your routine. As long as you're not having any sort of irritation or side effects from the current routine you're using, just stick to it for the long haul. Skincare is a marathon and not a sprint. Skincare should be empowering and not overwhelming. It should be that thing that you relax into and rest after a long day's work, and you just want to self-care, take care of yourself, and feel good about yourself. Because, there was one of my friends that has been watching my videos and all that. She just told me recently that, oh, you got me on this product and all that, and my skin is improving. I don't use it all the time, but I can see improvement in my skin. I love to hear things like that. So if any of my videos have helped you in the past, please put a comment in the comment section. Let me just know, so that way I even know more of what to create. But that is also an example of, to let you know that it takes time. It takes consistency. Yes, sometimes you may fall off the bandwagon. The fact that, oh, you did not apply your moisturizer like for 2 days in a row last week because you had to run out of your house. Life happens. So it's not that, oh, because you didn't do this, you want to give up. So let me wrap it up with this. To build a simple skincare routine, start with a cleanser that suits your skin type, a moisturizer, and a sunscreen. Some of these things will take figuring out, and that's okay. It's not because you're doing it all wrong. Your skin may not just be agreeable with some of the general recommendations, and that's fine. Find what works for you and stick to it. Now you have built your first skincare routine. Thumbs up to you. You're doing a good job. Hit that subscribe button, because in part 2, I want to talk about incorporating other adjuncts to your skincare routine, other additives, things that can further improve or give more advantage to the things you're already enjoying in your basic skincare routines. Do you have questions? Drop them in the comment section below. If you want a free printable routine guide, check the link in the description below. I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to watch another video from my list of videos.